Anyway, but I've been watching a lot of his old shows from the late TV show, late 50s, early 60s. I love Benny. He's got great timing. The look is incredible. Also, we were talking this morning about, you were talking about, I was saying that we're going to watch the Turkey Drop episode of KRP here in the next few days. And you said there's another one that I have to see.
Yeah, it is Mad About You.
Okay, with Helen Hunt and
Paul
Reiser.
Right? Yeah. The Thanksgiving episode is called Giblets for Murray.
Because Murray was their dog.
Murray was their dog. And it's the first time that that Helen Hunt and Paul Reiser's characters are hosting their family for Thanksgiving. Okay. And Murray ends up eating the turkey.
Oh.
So they keep running down to the convenience store and buying a turkey. Well, they buy the first one, and it somehow gets thrown out the window. And then they buy another one, and it gets thrown out the window. And they throw out, I think they throw out 3 or 4 turkeys.
Good one.
Hope that doesn't
a good one, though.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened to us when we were in Texas. There was a grocery store. Carol said, well, let's not have, I don't want to bake, I don't want to cook. And I said, okay, fine, that's fine. I said, I saw at the local grocery store, and we were in a town where there was only one grocery store,
right.
Okay, that they had Thanksgiving meal. You could pick it up.
Right. Pre-order.
The entire Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
And so I said, I got this handled. So I ordered it. So Thanksgiving morning, I go to the grocery store to pick up
your
Thanksgiving
meal.
dinner. And it's all frozen. Every bit of it. The whole thing is frozen.
They didn't say it's...
They didn't say. I was furious. So I had to buy like 8 turkey drumsticks.
Yeah.
And bring home. And we made macaroni and cheese. It was, almost as bad as the dinner that was on,
Felt like peanuts. You had toast and popcorn for Thanksgiving dinner.
The Nittany Lion has joined us now.
Morning.
Does the name Joe Paterno mean anything to you?
Oh, we ain't going to touch that.
you know who I'm talking about?
Unlike Joe, I'm not going to touch that.
Joe didn't touch that either. That's the problem. He should have dealt with it, and he didn't.
He should have.
Yeah.
He should have.
They had a statue out front of the... I mean, he was one of the great coaches, and all of a sudden now he's completely been wiped off the earth.
Right.
Completely gone.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, thank you for joining us. You're dealing with all kinds of technical problems and stuff like that. But
yeah, we got her up and going now.
Jeremy's going to follow me home after this because I got all kinds of technical problems, and Jeremy is bright enough to fix these technical problems at the man cave. So I'm grabbing him while I can. You know what I mean? But in the meantime,
can't bunk this. You can't bunk this. You can't bunk this. Bunk. 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 Stop. Bucket time.
It's time for the bucket. The bucket of bunk. Richard Dawson would be 88 today. He's not with us anymore. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Richard Dawson died in 2012. It might be because he smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day. That's probably why he's not with us.
It was not all those women he kissed.
He kissed everybody on that show, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Every woman, yes.
He wouldn't survive now, would he? They wouldn't let him get within 10 feet of them.
Survey says no.
Yeah. Anyway, he was on many episodes. He smoked actually during episodes of the Match Game Family Feud.
Right.
And on Hogan's Heroes.
Hogan's Heroes, yeah.
So he was well known for having played Corporal Peter Newkirk.
Newkirk, yes.
I've thought about Hogan's Heroes and talked about it before. Bing Crosby was the executive producer of Hogan's Heroes. And he took some real heat when it came on because I think it trivialized the what it was to be in a prison camp in Germany.
Right.
You know, I made it look like they were eating like soufflés down in the cave.
Right.
And you know, going to Berlin or Great Britain anytime they wanted to, and then slipping back into camp. Not terribly real. Anyway, he was on a panelist on the Match Game from '73 to '78 for 5 years. And the host, I remember some of those other people. Fannie Flagg.
Yes.
Brett Summers, remember her?
Right.
Some of those names. Paul Lynn on the?
Paul Lynn was.
Well, he was on this.
He
Hollywood
was Center
Squares.
Square.
Yeah. He was also the host for better part of 9 years of the Family Feud. And he did it again between '94 and '95. So he was twice. At age 14, he ran away from home to join the British Merchant Navy. How do you get away with that? I got a 14-year-old wants to sign up.
Really?
Well, I'm just.
I don't know.
How do you get away with that? Well, we'll need a birth certificate.
I'm really 16.
Goodness gracious. Anyway, he had a
Mom
career
says
also
it's okay.
as a boxer. He made over $5,000 doing shipboard matches. He must be pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
He'll make money and not die on deck. 2 marriages, 3 kids. Richard Dawson, his birthday today.
It's on one episode of the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He played the substitute host for Alan Brady. And
As a British guy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Really?
Dwayne Allman would be 74 today, and he died at the age of 24. My gosh, the body of work just in that short period of time is amazing. And anyway, he was the founder and the leader of the Allman Brothers Band. I love the Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
I can listen to the Allman Brothers 24/7.
You know,
Really
when I
good
was
stuff.
driving over the road, my CB handle was Midnight Rider.
Really?
Yes, I am a huge Allman Brothers fan.
Is revealing that going to bring back? I mean, you're past the statute of limitations of some of the things you used to do, right?
There's no
repercussions.
No
to that?
repercussions there, and I've stayed away from New York for about 8 years, so I should be fine.
Well, listen here, Smokey. We got us a jailbreaker here.
It's all right. I'm gonna dip back here in this rocking chair, and I'll be 10-10 listening in.
We could do the whole. Let's do the whole show as a CB. I was the scoop.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And people always misinterpret it to be the scoot.
Hey, Scoot, you out there?
Scooting. Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Get your ears on.
used to go out north of town in my hometown. We had a guy that would get just roaring drunk on the CB. And I'd go out north of town, and anytime he keyed, I would key over him and go. And then I'd get, I know you're out there, and I'm going to find you. I got a direction. I'm on top of you now, buddy.
That's when you just flip on that linear and give him a hammer.
Whatever that means.
Okay.
Allman Brothers Band formed in Jacksonville, Florida in 1969, achieved greatness, lots of success. Dwayne Allman performed with such established stars as Aretha Franklin, Herbie Mann, Wilson Pickett, and Boz Scaggs. Also contributed greatly to the 1970 album Layla and other assorted love songs by Derek and the Dominoes. I didn't realize that. Did you?
Either? No.
No.
He died in a motorcycle accident. It was untimely, to say the least.
Yes.
He also had, before he died, he had a daughter. And so she's about 52 now, 50.
Okay.
It's hard to believe. Bo Derek was born on this date in she's 64 today. It's incredible. This John Derek. I mean, not only did he get 3 women that look almost exactly alike,
Right.
fetched them at an incredibly early age. Some would say
At their peak.
an illegal age, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
And they all were born about the same time. And so anyway, she was known for the comedy 10 in 1979.
With Dudley Moore.
And she was magnificent, especially when she would run along the ocean.
I would say she's also known for a poster that used to hang above my bed. The braided hair running along the ocean, that very scene that you're talking about.
I'm seeing a little froth on the corner of your lip there.
Yeah,
my
I need
friend.
to wipe that away real quick.
I didn't have posters like that.
Okay.
You know, I didn't. I didn't. I mean, were you a Farrah Fawcett guy? Folks didn't like that, I bet.
No, well, living in a motorhome for most of those years, so
You don't have a lot of walls.
not a lot of wall space.
You need something to cover that window, though.
Right.
Anyway, she was in Tarzan,
Tarzan.
the
yeah.
Ape Man, in 1981. These were all not huge critical successes.
B-style cult classics.
Not as big as 10.
Right.
She was she was never a classic actress,
Right.
so to speak. She was in Bolero as well in 1984. And here's a classic from 1989. Ghosts Can't Do It.
Alrighty.
It beckons the question, what?
Oh
No.
my.
Oh, they got a lot of negative reviews there. Anyway, she remarked in an 85 interview on Late Night with David Letterman that she was 16 when she quit high school. She didn't really mean to quit. She just spent about a month going to the beach, surfing and sunbathing while she was supposed to be in school. And when she got caught, her mom was furious. So she started to go back to school and was really enjoying it. And then she went to do films with John. John being John Derek. Now, here's the thing. Collins became involved, and I'm using that in a all-encompassing term.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Involved with John Derek, who was a married man 30 years her senior.
Teaser alert. Teaser alert.
Man. Not long after, the two started dating. I guess he had to jettison Mrs. Derrick at that point, who might have been Linda Evans at that. I think that probably was Linda Evans.
Could have been, yeah.
Anyway, the couple moved to Germany. Now, follow me here, where John Derrick would not be subject to prosecution under California statutory rape laws. Because Collins was under the age of consent.
Okay.
But make no doubt about it, she consented. Okay? Anyway, John Derrick and her married
Bo knows.
in 1976. She was 19 and he was 49.
Okay.
Whew, that's just amazing to me. Anyway, he bleached her. He California-ized her. He made her hair blonde and gave her a new name, Bo. Instead of Mary Catherine Collins, she became Bo, and then, of course, the married name, Derek. He also photographed her extensively and then sold those photographs to Playboy magazine. She was featured in 1980, 81, 84.
Honey, why are you taking my picture?
1994. Yeah, because we're going to make money off of this because you can't act. Okay? We've pulled that trick. All right, no kids. No kids in her life. She lives with a boyfriend now on a ranch in California, and she's a lovely 64 years old today. On this date in 1947, Queen Elizabeth, we already mentioned the royal family, she married Philip Mountbatten, the Duke of Edinburgh, in Westminster Abbey in 1947. On this date.
And it was on TV.
In Britain.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was in 47.
Probably
it wouldn't
not
have been
on
on the United States.
United States, no, but
But it was big there.
yeah.
It was big there. 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis ended. The Soviet Union removed its missiles and bombers from Cuba, and U.S. ended its blockade of the island. The U.S. gave up some stuff, too, in Turkey, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes.
67, the census clock at the Department of Commerce in Washington went past 200 million in the United States.
Wow.
And we're over 300 million now, if I'm not mistaken. 1983, an estimated 100 million people watched the controversial ABC TV movie The Day After.
Oh, yeah.
That was the movie that depicted the outbreak of nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
I think I even watched it. if I'm not
I think we
mistaken.
watched it.
So I remember us watching it.
It was scary.
I was a little one, but boy, I remember sitting there watching it. And it was an eye opener.
Was that some sort of shot at how old I am, Jeremy? Is that what that was? Is that
Oh,
what that
no,
was?
no.
Was that the,
No,
oh,
no.
just a small baby.
I was just a wee little lad.
Yeah. My mom had me in her arms, and
No, not quite that young. Not quite that young.
geezer like you, Dreeth, watching 1995. Here's another reference to the royal family. Princess Diana admitted being unfaithful to Prince Charles
Oh, no.
while she was up checking.
And she said, "Have you looked at him?"
It's like two car doors open. Interview broadcast on the BBC. Of course, now, here's the thing. That's really unfair because this guy never stopped having an affair with
Right.
Camilla.
Camilla.
So, I mean, I felt sorry for her. Also, in 1994, David Crosby got a liver transplant.
Right.
He runt one.
Wore one down.
Or one down. Okay, it's about 25 minutes now. Let's see here. It's time for the Carnaby Square question of the day. Carnaby Square, and I don't know if other Nittany Lions know this, but I'm sure you do. Mm-hmm. It's the fashion leader. She, Christy, and Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield for nigh on to 40 years. The question, which was pretty good, what actor or actors, or actresses for that matter, play the same character in almost every movie or show they do? We'll have the answers coming back on Morning Coffee. Stay right here.
Hi folks, I'm Larry Hobbs from Larry Hobbs & Company Music Store and Teaching Studio, home of the Music Man. We have a complete music store, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Guitars, violins, mandolins, ukes, banjos, harmonicas, jaw harps, recorders, strings, clarinets, flutes, trombones, saxophone, trumpets, reeds, and so forth. Our phone number is 842-2701. All credit cards accepted. Oh yes, we're still taking cash. Bring your mask and come on in and we'll pick a tune.
You know how they say the grass is always greener? Well, at F&B, it is. We're pleased to introduce Moolah Cash. Earn 3% annual percentage yield on balances up to $20,000 and 0.25% APY on remaining balances when you meet qualifications. You just won't find another cash cow like this. Give us a call or visit us at fnbcommunitybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. $100 minimum to open. 0.05% APY is earned on all balances if qualifications are not met. Rates current as of January 23rd, 2020.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
Families trust and call on Frankenbright Funeral Home during difficult times because of our experience, our compassion, and our commitment to serving with integrity and attention to detail. For over 80 years, the families of Frankenbright Funeral Home have been part of the community. When deciding to make funeral arrangements in advance, you can be assured that we are here for you today and will be here tomorrow to carry out your wishes. Frankenbright Funeral Home cares about making a difficult time a little easier for you and your family.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when a ValueJet DC-9 crashed into the Florida Everglades? Israel elected Benjamin Netanyahu as prime minister. A jury in Arkansas convicted its governor and two former Clinton partners of fraud in the Whitewater case. McDonald's rolled out its new adult hamburger, the Arch Deluxe. Dwight Gooden and Al Leiter tossed no-hitters. Grindstone won the Kentucky Derby by a nose. We saw the last Donahue show on TV and heard all these new songs on the radio.
You let it blow, insensitive. dreams of rhythm and dancing.
Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
I absolutely love my dog, but the constant shedding, not so much. But then I got a Swiffer Sweeper Pet Kit, and it is amazing. These super thick cloths pick up a crazy amount of hair. Just look at all that. And that was from just one swipe. And the best part? Sweeper's so much easier to maneuver than a broom or a vacuum, easily getting around chairs and under the couch. You're right. Now I can focus on you, not your shedding. Swiffer Sweeper Pet Kit, because shed happens.
I'm not going very far.
It's too uncomfortable.
I'm in a hurry. Sometimes I just forget.
There's no such thing as a good excuse for not buckling up. You're not only putting yourself at risk of injury or death, it could also cost you lots of money. Cops are writing tickets, so why take the risk? Do the smart thing and start buckling up every trip, day or night. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
May 1996.
The Fugees and Killing Me Softly, the top song of May 1996. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Carnaby Square's Holiday Open House, Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 5. It's the perfect time to update your wish list. Check out their new Brighton designs. They are offering a huge selection of outerwear vests, coats, and capes at 20% off. Take an extra 20% off their Brighton sale corner. Isotoner gloves for men and women are 20% off too. Receive your free gift, Kiss Me in the Garden personalized hand lotion in new flavors. The season's best finds are at your favorite boutique with the best fashion team. The Carnaby girls will wrap it, tag it, and bag it, ready for under your tree.
Back on Morning Coffee, that whole set of commercials. First of all, I've really been a good boy, and I don't need to go to Carnaby Square.
Right.
Okay, but that can change on a
at any
on
moment.
A dime. And then I'm thinking in my soon-to-be retirement of once again aspiring to the harmonica.
Nice.
Now, I know you're a saxophonist. You're an accomplished saxophonist. I don't want to go, crazy, but I think I should be able to master, and maybe I need to go down and see
Larry Hobbs.
Because, he plays by ear.
Right.
And I don't read music. I just read the little numbers that are on the holes, so to speak.
Okay.
Breathe in, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, that kind of stuff. But I think, just a couple of songs, just to, to throw people off, to make them think that I'm a musician. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah. I told you that I once aspired to do the national anthem at a Mules game, if there ever is one again. I've got time. I've got time apparently to learn how to play the national anthem. Okay, here's the question: what actors and or actresses play the same character in almost every movie or show they do? And I'm going to start with you, Tom.
Humphrey Bogart.
He was the tough guy.
Tough guy.
He was the tough guy in everything.
Except for African Queen.
You liked him there.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a departure for him.
Okay. Humphrey Bogart. That's good.
It's a stretch for him.
Well, before that, James Cagney was in, and Edward G. Robinson.
Edward G. Robinson.
What about it, Jeremy?
I'd have to say Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Every movie he's in, it's the same character.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
Well, there's a list of, we need an intense actor. Who do we need? And top of the list is Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah. We need somebody crazy. Top of the list.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. 2,600 people, by the way, saw this. Okay. My answer?
Who?
Joe Pesci.
Good answer.
Do I amuse you? I loved him in Goodfella. But he plays that character in
the two Utes.
The two Utes.
What's a Ute?
My cousin Vinny reference. Oh my.
Yeah. But I mean, he's that same character. He's just that same character.
He is.
All those movies.
Yep.
Shirley says Hallmark movies. I was looking for an actor or actress, but I understand what she's saying. It's this boy meets girl, boy loses girl,
right?
Boy gets girl,
right?
Pretty much the same idea.
Formula.
And 80% of them are starring Elizabeth Baxter Burney.
Elizabeth Baxter Burney?
Or what's her name? The Family Ties mother that's on all the Hallmark movies. Baxter Burney.
Meredith Baxter Burney.
Meredith Baxter Burney.
Connie says Clint Eastwood. Yeah, he's kind of. Whether you're Dirty Harry or you're the guy in the spaghetti western, he's a tough guy.
He is the tough guy.
Of course, that begets the question that I thought I'd get, and that's John Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
John Wayne's all through this thing.
Yeah.
Whether or not he was a cowboy or he was, the sergeant in a World War II movie, he is essentially
he was Caesar.
Yes, he was
with a wristwatch.
Essentially the same thing.
Yes.
Nate says Mr. Bean. You have any idea what Mr. Bean is?
I know exactly who Mr. Bean is.
The character Mr. Bean, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, okay. All right.
Original name. Matter of fact, before Mr. Bean, he was known for Blackadder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blackadder.
Rhonda says Will Ferrell. He hasn't stretched much.
No,
he doesn't have much of a range.
Clara says Melissa McCarthy.
Oh. Now, see, Melissa McCarthy has gotten into a slump where she plays the same character.
Okay, but she's done.
But in Gilmore Girls, she was actually very good as Suki St. James.
I'd love anybody by the name of Suki.
Suki.
Okay.
Suki St. James.
I'm not a Gilmore Girl kind of guy. Phil says Kevin Hart.
You got to watch a couple episodes. Come on.
Kevin Hart is short and annoying and not funny. That's according to Phil.
How about Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Chris Rock. He's not in here.
guy who
Rogers. Kermit the Frog.
Not a lot of range.
Not range there.
It's not easy
Frog
being
here.
green. It's not easy being green.
Rhonda says Rebel Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., according to Seth, between Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes.
Well, maybe these days, but back in the 80s, he had a good range.
Right.
When he was taking drugs. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
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 Now I got to make the money.
Right.
Yeah. Stop taking the drugs. Julie says Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that. That's
Yeah.
a good answer, Julie. By the way, we miss you, Julie. Doug says Vincent Pastore. Does that name ring a bell for anybody?
Not at all.
No? I thought he was going to say Vincent Price, which that would have been true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emily says Ben Stiller does the same thing over and over again. Would you argue with Emily?
No, I don't believe I would.
Oh, Scott did say Vincent Price. So somebody did say Vincent Price. Brenda and David both say John Wayne. Here's one. Shirley says Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In those Christmas movies, Die Hard, Ew, I went to a blank piece of paper, which means that's it. Oh, no, here it is.
Vincent Pastore was in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Where
So
he
it's
played-
another mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one was it?
Salvatore.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, sure.
okay. All right.
How about Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Although he was great as the cowboy in Night at the Museum.
Oh, Night at the Museum. I thought you were going to say Shanghai Surprise.
Shanghai Surprise.
He was also really good as the downed airman early in his career.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a serious role. It wasn't a comedy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy says Jason Bateman.
See, I disagree with that. Bateman's got a decent range. If you watch him from Ozark compared to...
I was going to say Ozark is a completely different kind of character.
Different character compared to Arrested Development
Yes.
or Valerie or The Hogan Family or any of the other stuff he's been in.
So there you go.
Okay.
There you go. There's
All
your
right,
question
there
of
we
the
go.
day.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. Both of you guys you're both my tech gurus. You know what I mean?
All right.
I mean, like
We'll
I
try.
march to your drum when it comes to technology. Both of you. You're very bright.
I know I had a drum.
I had one, but I lost
You
it.
have a techno drum. What would you say is the most? What are the most common passwords in 2020. In
Guess
this year.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, let's say
Password.
There's a password going out. Let's say 6 digits.
6 digits.
6 digits.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's
it.
Yeah. That's it.
That's what I say. It was
It's
G-A-S-S.
2.5 million users use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Really?
Second place is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which makes sense.
At least it's not A1, B2, C3, because then they would just self-destruct the enterprise every time they try to log into their email.
Oh, no.
QWERTY. Is QWERTY that big one?
QWERTY.
Those 2 passwords in the top tier. Passwords itself that made the list along with 111111111 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I've never done that.
Nobody chose 101101101.
No, and some people put just password.
Just
password.
I mean, that's an easy one to
That
use
is
if
an
you ever
easy
want to
one.
break into somebody's computer.
Yeah.
Not that I'd ever do that. Okay, let's see here. Now I'm getting text from a bunch of people. Let's see here.
Oh, by the way, I did get a text. There's only 35 paintings left.
Oh, they sold some 35.
35 paintings.
Well, let me tell you, we're come on down. We're selling them
You're-
Saturday
you're-
afternoon.
You're selling them so well. 5 are already gone.
You watch it.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to
Only
bundle them.
35
I'm going to
left.
bundle them before it's over with.
Hi, you're on Morning Coffee.
I have 3 for you, and these are way back, and I think it'll be fun to say their names.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, James Cagney, Jimmy Durante,
Yes.
and William Shatner.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Excellent. 3
All
good
right,
ones.
thank
Yes.
you.
Thank
Shatner. The Shat, as I like to call him.
There's something on the wing.
That's good. That's real good.
Twilight Zone.
Spock.
Cagney was the gangster.
Right.
What was the other one he said? Between Shat and Cagney?
James Cagney.
I lost.
Short-term memory loss.
Too busy laughing at William Shatner.
Right. By the way, Paul McCartney is pushing back the release of his new. He's got a new album.
Yes.
What's it? Sir Paul's like
Sir
75 or 76 now, and he's got a new album.
Way to go, Billy Shears.
And he's moved it back. It's an all Paul album.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, so I mean, what that means
Another
is
all Paul album.
this is December 18th. It's going to be McCartney 3. He came out with McCartney 2 back in 1980, so we're talking 40 years ago.
I say McCartney 1 was what, 71, 72, somewhere in there.
So this is McCartney 3. Includes, it's not been moved back to December 19th. It has a new batch of songs with McCartney playing every instrument.
Wow. Wow.
Isn't that impressive?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think I might even try. Now it's as easy as buying it on some service.
Right.
I might even do that.
With
I
your
think
harmonica?
No. I'm just trying to learn one song with the harmonica. If I could just do one song, I mean, of course, I can do like "Mary Had a Little Lamb," or as Shatner would say, "Mary had a little lamb." Spock. But anyway, so McCartney's coming out with that. Looks like Thanksgiving dinner on average has cost a little bit less this year. Isn't that interesting?
That's because you're feeding less.
Oh, yeah.
This is for, if you 10 or less, obviously, because you can't do more than that. Or the
Stasi will come
somebody
knock
will
on
be
your door.
kicking in your door. Yeah, $47 this year is the average cost. Of a turkey day feast for 10.
Wow,
that's pretty good.
That's
Wouldn't
not
you
bad.
say?
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Well, I guess you got to like prepare it and everything.
Got to get up at 5, put the turkey in the oven. Wake up every hour, baste it.
Let's see here.
Anything else? We need to get to trivia.
Oh, we do. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, and that's you, Jeremy,
That is
right?
me.
Jeremy's
All
got
right, go
trivia.
ahead,
All right.
Jeremy.
Well, today's trivia is about Sir Paul McCartney.
Really?
Yes, it is.
It's amazing how we link this stuff.
It always seems to work out that way.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Question number 1 is going to be,
Uh-huh.
Who is tucked inside Paul's fur-lined leather jacket on the cover of his debut album?
Who
is
tucked?
Yes, who is tucked inside
I'm going to
his
take a wild guess
fur-lined
on that
leather
one.
jacket?
All right. This is back in what year? Do you know, right?
This was his debut album. This is after
71
the Beatles,
right
so it would have been 1972.
1972. Okay. I got an idea then.
Question number 2. On which McCartney studio album would you find the song Maybe I'm Amazed?
Maybe I'm Amazed. And we're looking at the album.
Looking at the album. The album title, yes.
Okay. All right.
And I do have options if you need them later.
Okay.
Question number 3. What was the
Options
debut album released by Wings?
Okay.
The Wings debut album. Question number 4. Which album is McCartney's most successful in sales outside of the Beatles?
Okay.
Question number 5. Who did Paul co-write his 1989 hit song My Brave Face with?
My Brave Face.
My Brave Face from 1989.
I got a
89.
I got to guess.
Question number 6. How old was McCartney when he first met John Lennon? That should be an easy one for you.
I was really early on.
Way early on.
I'm going to take a guess.
Question number 7. In which year did Wings make their live debut at the University of Nottingham, England?
Got it.
And question number 8. What was the first single release of McCartney's solo career?
Man.
Question number 9. Which Beach Boys track featured the sound of Paul McCartney eating celery as percussion? Now let me repeat that. Which Beach Boys track featured the sound of Paul McCartney eating celery as percussion?
I have no idea.
That one's a fun one.
Do you have any idea, Tom?
No.
That one's a fun one. And last but not least, what pseudonym did Paul use when he produced the I'm the Urban Spaceman album for the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band?
We're going deep here.
We are going
We're
way
going
deep.
very deep. Okay, well, we'll have the answers. I'll be amazed. Maybe I'll be amazed by some of the answers coming up on Morning Coffee. Stay right here.
At Health Alliance, we don't make insurance for just anyone. We make insurance for you, our friends and neighbors in Illinois. Health Alliance offers some of the lowest rates in the whole state. We also offer exclusive perks, like virtual health coverage and fitness benefits you can use every day. So whether you're retired, self-employed, or need coverage for the whole family, Health Alliance is made for you. See plans and enroll today at healthalliance.org/individual.
Ubinghurst Furniture cares about our customers. So to help you with your furniture and bedding purchases, we're offering up to 4 years free financing. Minimum purchase and approval required. See store for details. At Ubinghurst, we have everything you need to make your home more comfortable. It's time to sink into a comfy new recliner, sofa, or luxurious new mattress. So shop now with no money down and up to 4 years free financing. Only at Ubinghurst Furniture Company, where the deal's worth a drive. Highway 50 East, Flora.
Rothrock Auctions is having an online-only auction for numerous Mary Porter paintings. Bidding will run through November 23rd at 7 p.m. The Isabel portrait painted by Mary Porter is framed. This portrait will be up for bid along with over 20 other paintings by Mary Porter. There are several other art pieces available to bid on. Painting photos and bidding instructions can be seen online by visiting rothrockauction.com. Rothrock Auction, Mark Rothrock Auctioneer.
Does anybody want breakfast? Guys, let's go. I'm leaving for McDonald's in 5 seconds. Why did you start with that?
The Breakfast Stampede Meal. It's only at McDonald's, where there's a meal for every morning.
There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's. Right now, get a sausage biscuit and hash browns for just $2 and pair it with a $1 any size Diet Coke. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Have you received your flu shot? If not, it's not too late. Did you know getting vaccinated for influenza results in the reduction of symptoms, which might be confused with COVID-19? This also decreases the number of influenza-related hospitalizations. Call 1-833-209-0498 to schedule your appointment at any of our 11 CRHPC clinic locations. CRHPC is here for you.
The Fairfield Chamber of Commerce, along with the retail merchants, are preparing for their annual Holiday Open House, November 20th through November 22nd. This year's a 3-day event will get you in the holiday spirit. Grab your friends and family and plan a day of shopping at your favorite local shops. Participating stores will have drawings and specials all weekend long. Make your list and check it twice. Mark your calendars, November 20th through the 22nd for Fairfield's annual Holiday Open House.
At Jackie's Hidden Treasures, you never know what you'll find. Pick up a certificate at the Big Deal Store for incredible savings. There's always something new at Jackie's Hidden Treasures on the square in Sisney.
Rothrock Auctions will have an online-only auction now through November 24th at 7 p.m. for Connell and Linda Myers. There will be antiques and collectibles including Fenton glass and mantle clocks, lawn and garden, a Case IH tractor, shop items, and household items. There are 500-plus lots available. To view all items, visit rothrockauction.com and follow the link to register to bid. Bid now through November 24th at rothrockauction.com. Rothrock Auction, Mark Rothrock Auctioneer.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Taking a look at the radar weather, not a whole lot going on the southeastern Illinois scan of the radar. It is 58 here in Fairfield, 57 in Olney, 58 in Flora, 58 in Salem, at 59 in Mount Vernon, 59 in McLeansboro, and 58 in Carmine. That is a look at the radar weather for today.
Radar Weather has been sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
It reminds me of Will Ferrell. Does it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
By the way, I went by to say hi to my buddy, Chris Conard.
Right.
Yesterday, just went to go by and just see how he's doing. I haven't seen him in a couple of months.
Yeah.
I was told he's got a little man ponytail now.
Really?
That's what I'm told. Now, I haven't seen it personally, so this might be a vicious rumor.
It could be.
That's circulating around.
Is he working up to the man bun?
I'm not sure that he has enough for the bun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? On top.
All right.
This is this. You know, you see how nice my hair grows back there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That and on my neck. Oh, what a magnificent hair growth on my neck. But there are other areas. No, I think it's just in the back that Conard is. I think he's trying to make a fashion statement.
Okay.
So, Jeremy.
Well, you know the mullet's
he's always
making
been
a
on
comeback.
the cutting edge.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh,
That's
my goodness.
to quote Dave Coulier, cut it out. But anyways,
not good.
Question number 1. And like I said, if you need options, let me know. I'll give you some. But we're going to try to go without them. Question number 1. Who is tucked inside Paul's fur-lined leather jacket on the cover of his debut album?
How about Linda?
I would say Queen Elizabeth.
Bobcat. Bobcat says he knows nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
He's like,
I know nothing.
I know nothing. It's Mary McCartney, the daughter of Paul and Linda.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Question number 2. On which McCartney studio album would you find Maybe I'm Amazed?
I don't know what that one is. Wings. Didn't his first album, wasn't it just Wings? I don't know.
Do we have options?
Well, I can give you the options.
All right, go.
Either Ram, Wildlife, or McCartney. And that would be McCartney 1.
I'd say Ram.
I'm going to go with McCartney 1.
It's McCartney 1.
Yeah.
Although the original recording was never released as a single,
Mhm.
a live performance from Wings from the live album was released in 77, and it hit top 10 in the U.S. and number 28 in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Also, by the way, 2011 Rolling Stones named that number 347 out of their 500 greatest songs of all times. Question number 3. What was the debut album released by Wings?
I think that was Ram.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Ram until
That's good.
Until it comes out.
Wildlife.
Wildlife.
There you go. That was recorded. Matter of fact, believe it or not, they recorded the entire album from July 25th to August 2nd in 1971. A rather quick recording. Okay, number 4.
I can't believe we're playing with Paul McCartney.
That's right.
We're not playing very long.
Number 4.
Get this
Which
thing
album
done.
is McCartney's most successful in sales since leaving the Beatles?
How about Wings' greatest hits?
I would go with that, or Live and Let Die.
Band on the Run.
Band on the Run.
Band on the Run. Eventually certified triple platinum, as a matter of fact. Sold over 6 million copies worldwide.
Probably still selling them.
Oh, yeah, easily.
He's got a few bucks.
Oh, easily.
He could buy
easily.
Mars. He could buy Mars.
And then some. Question number 5. Who did Paul co-write the 1989 hit My Brave Face with?
I'm going to try Elton John.
Elvis Costello.
It is Elvis Costello. Very good.
Boom shakalaka.
Very good.
Ooh, good job. buddy.
Yes.
I remember Elvis Costello was saying that he's been asked to come in and collaborate with Paul McCartney on several songs, and he was like, I'm going to write maybe 10 songs beforehand just so I'm not, because I'm going to be nervous.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Little fun fact, someone else that has collaborated a lot with Paul is Burt Bacharach.
I didn't realize that.
Yes. Yes.
Huh.
Question number 6. How old was Paul when he met John Lennon?
I'm going to say 14.
16.
You're close. He's 15.
We were all around it.
You were all around it. He met John when John was playing with the Quarrymen. They ended up getting together, later becoming the Silver Beatles, playing in Hamburg, Germany, later to shorten
And
it
then
just
they
to the Beatles.
stuck it to Pete Best.
Yes, they did.
All right.
He was the best, man. He was.
Boom.
Boom, boom. In which year did Wings make their live debut at the University of Nottingham, England?
I was going to say 1970.
Close.
71.
Close. 72.
Yeah.
72. What was the first single release of McCartney's solo career?
I'm just going to take a wild guess and say Jet.
Maybe I'm amazed.
You would think that. Fittingly enough, it was Another Day.
Another day.
Another day.
Another Day. Now comes the fun questions. Question number 9. Which Beach Boys track features Paul eating celery for percussion?
I'm going to say Kokomo because I don't know. It's just it's a guess.
California Girls.
Vegetables.
Vegetables.
I don't even know that song.
That it's a very underrated hit. It really is. I
guess if you're going to rely on percussion with Paul eating celery.
Exactly. And here comes the big bonus question number 10. If you can answer it, you win. What pseudonym did Paul use when he produced the I'm the Urban Spaceman for the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band?
I don't have a clue.
I'll give you some hints. I'll give you some choices. Was it Paul Ramone, Clint Harrigan, or Apollo C. Vermouth?
I think Apollo C. Vermouth.
I think Clint Harrigan.
It was Apollo C. Vermouth.
There
the
you go.
Bonzo Dog Doodah Band was officially formed on September 25th of 1962, and they performed psychedelic pop with surreal humor and avant-garde
See,
art.
I know he used to use the pseudonym checking into hotels. No, not him again.
Really?
Not bad.
That's
pretty
not bad
good
at all. That's not
all
bad
right,
at all.
Gentlemen, I want you to have a nice weekend. I really
Yes,
do.
indeed.
Thanks for today. And,
You got to move that artwork this week.
I got. Come on down. We'll bundle them up. 1999. Talk to me later on. Bye.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.